Hey guys, me World of WWE here, and I'm here back. I've been gone again for a long time, but that was just because I picked up the flu and I had to rest out a few days. So I'm back again, and today I'll be continuing this journey of wrestling WWE series where I'm being WWE. So I've booked the Wrestlemania Backlash matches already, and I'll be reading it out to you guys. So that is where I stopped because I just did the draft, and I see that the first video got an amazing amount of views, so that's why I thought I'd continue the series. So this is the Wrestlemania Backlash, the first pay-per-view that's taking place right now. So without further ado, if you guys would really appreciate, I'd really appreciate if you guys could smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell on this video and on all the other uploads. And check out the first video. So as we can see here, our main event is a action-packed, stacked one. Kevin Owens, the owner of the KO show, versus Seth Freakin Rollins, the drip god, the visionary, the revolutionary, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, versus the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, for the WWE Champion. That's an action-packed main event. I would like to see the outcome of that. Then we've got the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match, Alpha Academy versus the Mysterios. Then moving on to the WWE Smackdown Women's Championship match, where I booked out some sort of a extraordinary match. What I think will perform is Ronda Rousey versus Lita. I'll see how the outcome of that. We'd all like to see the outcome of that. Then we're gonna go over to our jobbers, the WWE 24/7 Championship match, Akira Tozawa versus R-Truth versus Reggie. The United States Championship match, I'm really hyped up about this. WWE United States Championship match, Riddle versus Finn Balor versus Damien Priest. Then we've got our WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. I think Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan can make a kind of a good team. Then I just put Dana Brooke and Tamina on a team, seeing that they're getting quite along in WWE now. Then we went with WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, the Usos versus the Hardys in a ladder match. I added that stipulation because both of these teams are good at high flying, and I'd really like to see the outcome of that. Then we got our Intercontinental Championship match, Ricochet versus Sheamus versus Tommaso Ciampa. Then we got WWE Women's Championship match, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belhair. This match, I really want to see what's going to happen here. WWE's been taking so long to book these two women against each other. Seeing that Rhea Ripley is a heel right now, I'm really happy that I'm booking this match. Then to open our show, we got a WWE Universal Championship match, Keith Lee versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. This is another action-packed match. I'd like to see the outcome. So we're gonna move on to the pay-per-view now. This is a pretty good poster. Wrestlemania Backlash. WWE presents Wrestlemania Backlash. Live tonight in front of a fully packed audience. Fan interest is high for the main event, which is headlined by Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. One of the most anticipated matches of the night is Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker versus Samoa Joe versus Keith Lee versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style, for the WWE Universal Champion. Other matches that have the fans buzzing include Bianca Belhair versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship, and Riddle versus Finn Balor versus Damien Priest for the WWE United States Champion. Continue on to see our predictions for the event. Here is Jerry Harper with the predictions for the event. WWE Championship, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Prediction, Drew McIntyre wins the title. Honestly, if I had to give my prediction, I would say I'll just think the American Nightmare would edge this and he'd pick up the win. But moving on to the next prediction from Jerry Harper. WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match, the Mysterios versus Alpha Academy. Prediction, 70% the Mysterios, 30% the Alpha Academy. I would really go with the Mysterios full on, because I really think that will be where they win the match. Moving on to the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Lita. Prediction, Lita wins the title. I'm not too sure about that, but I'd say Lita's a good pick for that win. WWE 24/7 Championship match. R-Truth versus Reggie versus Akira Tozawa. Prediction: Reggie wins the title. I really want Akira Tozawa to win, but I'm not sure who will win that. WWE United States Championship match. Riddle versus Finn Balor versus Damien Priest. Prediction: Damien Priest wins the title. I actually do want Damien Priest to win the title because I want Riddle and Finn Balor to go at it in a number one contenders match to see who will take on Damien Priest next. So that's a pretty senselessness prediction there. WWE Raw Women's Tag Team Championship. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan versus Dana Brooke and Tamina. Prediction: Dana Brooke and Tamina wins the titles. That won't happen because I see Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan winning. Then we got WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The Hardys versus the Usos. Ladder match. Prediction: the Usos wins the titles. I cannot say that the Usos will win, but it can go any team's way because both teams are pretty good with ladders. WWE Intercontinental Championship. Sheamus versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Ricochet. Prediction: Ricochet wins the title. I actually was expecting that. WWE Roman Championship match. Bianca Belhair versus Rhea Ripley. Prediction: Bianca Belhair wins the title. That could go any way as well. WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker versus Samoa Joe versus Keith Lee versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Prediction: Samoa Joe wins the title. I actually think Roman Reigns will come out on top just because, mainly because he is the tribal chief, the head of the table, and he got all that you need. Let's see how those predictions hold up at the event. WWE Universal Championship. Hype up for this match. Okay, so I won't be adding a finish to this match. I'll just be simulating the match and seeing who wins the match. Braun Breaker. Wrestlemania Backlash. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker plus 71. Roman Reigns. Who won the match? That's the thing what I'm trying to figure out. Braun Breaker, I think, has won the match. If I'm sure, has he won the match? Braun Breaker is starting to get over with the fans. Universal Championship match continue. Braun Breaker is the new Universal Championship match. The new Universal Champion. What? He got it. He won it. That's what you wanted, and that's what you wanted to see. We're gonna simulate Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belhair next. Bianca Belhair 58% change to content from happy. The EST. Bianca Belhair is the winner of the WWE Women's Championship match. That was a pretty good match based on the 4.5 star match. Braun Breaker also gave us a pretty good match, 4.5 stars. Continuing on to our Intercontinental Championship match between Tommaso Ciampa, Sheamus, and Ricochet. Simulate. And Sheamus is the new Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, Sheamus. No. I think, yeah, Tommaso Ciampa win the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Tommaso Ciampa won the title. And Bianca Belair won the title and Roman Reigns won the title. I think that's how this works. I don't know how this works, but we'll be seeing at the end of the show who actually wins the titles. So this is our next match. The Hardys versus the Usos in the ladder match. Simulate. The Usos climb the ladder to win the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions, defeating the Hardys. Yeah, so the Usos won the title. I think that Tommaso Ciampa yeah. I get it now. So that's how it works. The Usos have won the titles. Now we're moving on to our WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match between Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Dana Brooke, and Tamina. Dana Brooke and Tamina to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Boring spots. 3.5-star match. So, but our Intercontinental, our ladder match underperformed very good. Let's move on. So we on to our United States Championship match. Riddle, Finn Balor, and Damien Priest. Who's gonna win? Damien Priest, Riddle. I think Riddle's won the belt here. I think so, yeah. Riddle's got it. Oh, I think Damien Priest. Yeah, Riddle defeat Finn Balor and Damien Priest to win the United States Championship. There we go. So that's how you read it. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan defeat Dana Brooke and Tamina to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. So Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss. The Usos climb the ladder to win the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Champions, defeating the Hardys. Sheamus defeats Ricochet and Tommaso Ciampa to win the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Rhea Ripley defeats Bianca Belhair to win the WWE Raw Women's Champion. So Rhea Ripley won the title there. And then Braun Breaker defeats Keith Lee, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, and Roman Reigns to win the WWE Universal Champion. So that's how you read it. I figured it out, guys. So on to our 24/7 Championship match, 55% hype. Who's going to win this? Let's find out. Akira Tozawa versus R-Truth versus Reggie. R-Truth defeats Akira Tozawa and Reggie to win the WWE 24/7 Champion. Ronda Rousey versus Lita. I think I'll add a finish to this. A distraction. Select interfering member. I need to get Charlotte over here so that we can make this sound pretty good, this match. Distraction, Charlotte Flair. Now we're gonna simulate who's gonna win. Ronda Rousey still won. Ronda Rousey defeats Lita via distraction by Charlotte Flair to win the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. So Charlotte Flair helped Ronda Rousey out to beat Lita. So now we got a rivalry on our hands between Charlotte Flair and Lita. The Mysterios versus Alpha Academy for the Tag Team Champions. Simulate. The Mysterios The distraction has made the match downer, so I doubt that helped. But we'll see, find out about that. The Mysterios defeat Alpha Academy to win the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. Good win, Mysterios. Now we're on to our main event. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. So we're going to simulate. It's for the WWE Champion, the biggest prize in WWE history. Seth Rollins defeats Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre to win the WWE Championship. This was a action-packed WWE Wrestlemania Backlash. If I pick my favorite match out of this whole show, it won't be the main event. I would go with the Hardys and the Usos. That match could pretty much be my best favorite match. And then we overness. Kevin Owens 84%, Seth Rollins 88%, Cody Rhodes 87%, and Drew McIntyre 89%. Put on a hot match, boosting their overness by 2% each. Dominic Mysterio is starting to get over with the fans. Alpha Academy 69%, and the Usos 75.5%, 94%. Put on a hot match, boosting their overness by 4% each. Liv Morgan is starting to get over with the fans. Braun Breaker is starting to get over with the fans. Bianca Belhair's moral 58% change to content format. Prestige ladder match added 49% XP. Okay, so we're gonna continue on, ending our first event. So guys, here's where I will be ending this video. We covered WrestleMania Backlash in this video, and I think we'd really be looking forward to our next premium live event. So when the loading is done, we will see what our next premium live event is. So yeah, we got another reading to do. The Wrestling Spectre WWE new championship. The WWE Championship changed hands at Wrestlemania Backlash as Seth Rollins was crowned the new champion. Fans are eager to see what the company does with the new championship reign. Ronda Rousey wins big title. Ronda Rousey won the WWE Smackdown Women's title at Wrestlemania Backlash in a big match. WWE seems to be on high on Ronda Rousey and this title reign. Rhea Ripley wins big. Rhea Ripley becomes the new WWE Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania Backlash. Reports say WWE has big plans for this title reign. New champion. Braun Breaker won the WWE Universal title at WrestleMania Backlash in a big match. Fans were wondering what the new title reign has in store for Braun Breaker. Fantastic match at WrestleMania Backlash. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre tore the house down at WrestleMania Backlash, producing a memorable match that looks to be a contender for the year-end awards. Classic match at WrestleMania Backlash. The Usos and the Hardys had a terrific match at the WrestleMania Backlash that is looking like a match of the year contender. People backstage were really happy with it too. Ricochet, Sheamus, and Tommaso Ciampa in a great match. Ricochet, Sheamus, and Tommaso Ciampa put on an all-time classic in the ring at WrestleMania Backlash. Fans were considering it for the match of the year. Match of the year contender. Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belhair put on an amazing match at WrestleMania Backlash. It's being considered for the match of the year. An amazing match. Roman Reigns and 4 others had a terrific match at the WrestleMania Backlash that is looking like a match of the year contender. People backstage were really happy with it too. AEW. Okay, so next event is Monday Night Raw, 2 shows to Hell in a Cell. So this is where we will be ending our video for this right now. So in the next video, I'll be covering the 2 Monday Night Raw shows, and then probably the following video will be the Hell in a Cell video. So this is where I'll be ending the video off, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, I really appreciate it if you guys could smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell. Peace out, guys.